We are now smack in the middle of Nairobi's cold season, and that means we need to make all the delicious soups we can get our hands on. Today I want to make a sweet potato and coconut milk soup. It sounds like it will turn out well, and I'm sure it will. Welcome to my kitchen, welcome to my channel, and I hope you enjoyed this one just as much as I know I will. First, we're going to start with cooking our onion, ginger, and rosemary. The reason why we first fry those ingredients is so that the soup can have a fuller flavor and so that the ingredients can meld and develop a more complex flavor. It's very important. I used white onion as opposed to red onion because white onion is a lot less pungent and its flavor would better complement that of the sweet potatoes. I also added some ginger and rosemary because they have some nice warming qualities which make this soup perfect for the cold weather. We need all the warmth we can get, and ginger and rosemary are absolutely perfect. You can also add some garlic if you fancy, but in my opinion, I felt ginger alone was best complementary for this soup. Next, we're going to add our chopped apples, followed by our finely sliced sweet potatoes, then some hot water so that it can come to a boil, a dash of salt, and some pepper. This smells so good already, and we are not even halfway through. The reason why I chopped my sweet potato and apples really small is so that they can cook through faster. No one has time to wait for 2 hours for everything to cook through. We don't have that time. Also, if you have some carrots, please add them to this recipe. I originally intended to have some as part of my soup, but I noticed I never had any and I felt lazy to go out and get some, so I skipped that entirely. But if you have some, please make sure you add them to this recipe. Lastly, instead of using hot water, you can use stock, vegetable stock, beef stock, chicken stock, whichever stock you have, and that will of course give you a fuller, much rounded flavor. However, hot water is just fine, trust me. Now that everything has boiled and softened to perfection, we're now just going to switch this off, set it aside and let it cool for about 5 minutes before we proceed with the blending and final steps of our soup. Now that my soup ingredients have cooled down enough, we're now just going to blend them into a nice puree. You can use a hand blender if you have one, but I personally prefer using an ordinary blender because I feel it's more powerful and more efficient in doing so. Perfect. Now that it's nice, thick and totally smooth, we're going to transfer it back to our sufuria and we're going to put it to a nice low simmer for a few minutes so that it warms up again. And you remember that coconut milk that we had earlier? Yes, it's going to simmer along with that. Just imagine the delicious flavors of coconut, sweet potatoes, ginger, tamu sana. This smells so delicious. We are now going to give it a few minutes on the heat. Let it simmer on low heat. That's very important so that everything comes together. And after that, we'll garnish and we'll slurp away. I'm so ready for this. And we're done. First things first, kama kawaida, we have to have a taste. Wow. Oh my God, this is so delicious. This really is as delicious as it is pretty. The sweetness of the sweet potato is mild, combined with that of the apple, complemented with the flavor of the ginger. Ay, ay, ay. I'm not lying when I'm telling you this is so good. I think I'll have to wrap this up, go enjoy my soup like a pig because I'm going to eat very greedily. Don't forget the exact ingredient quantities are on my blog. Link is on my description box. Try this out. Trust me, it will warm you up. Take a photo once you do. Tag me on any social media platform. I would love to show you off. Kama kawaida, happy cooking. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe.